everyone, it's DiegoDoom here. Today I'm bringing another review. Today I'll be reviewing Ultraman Gaia and the XIG fighter set. This version of Ultraman Gaia comes from the 1998 show Ultraman Gaia. When the Crisis supercomputer predicts the threat of total annihilation, an international defense force is formed in secret. This newly formed defense force is known as Global-Centric Universal Alliance Against the Radical Destruction, or GUARD for short. The combat division of GUARD is known as the Expanded Interceptive Guards, or XIG for short. A young alchemy star scientist named Gamu performs secret virtual reality experiments in an effort to discover the will of the Earth. During one of his experiments, Gamu briefly encounters Ultraman Gaia. When the Earth is first attacked, Ultraman Gaia appears before Gamu again. Because of Gamu's passion to save the Earth and humanity, Ultraman Gaia merges with Gamu. Gamu soon joins XIG and uses new abilities to defend Earth from monstrous threats. Be sure to check out the 1998 show Ultraman Gaia. It is absolutely fantastic. Ultraman Gaia and the XIG fighter set is another fantastic release in the Ultra line. Ultraman Gaia has a fantastic sculpt, fantastic paint applications, fantastic accessories, and a fantastic range of articulation. First, let's take a look at Ultraman Gaia's accessories.
Ultraman Gaia comes a pair of open hands, a pair of chopping hands, one alternate chest piece, one color timer, one accessory stand piece, a set of XIG fighters, one All-Ghoul Saber effect part, one Photon Edge effect part, and one Quantum Stream effect part. First, let's take a look at the hands. Both pairs of hands have a fantastic sculpt, a fantastic paint apps. First, we'll look at our open hands here. As you can see, these are very nicely painted and very nicely sculpted. We have the glove-like sculpt going on, pretty cool there, and also a very nice and very vibrant metallic silver paint app going on. Definitely very cool here. Next, we have our chopping hands. Same great sculpt and paint apps, very nice. To attach the hands, all we have to do is simply pop off the fist, and the hands attach via the ball joint peg system. So we'll grab our chopping hand here, and all we have to do is simply pop it onto the ball joint peg, and that's it. A nice tight connection there. Definitely very cool. Next, we have our alternate chest piece. So this chest piece is very nicely done. We have the gold, red, and silver here, which is pretty cool. Now, the whole point of this is to free up Ultraman Gaia's arms. So we'll grab our figure here. Initially, the chest piece that's currently on kind of restricts the movement of the arms. So they brought this into play so we can move the arms more freely and also set up the Quantum Stream effect part. To attach this, all we have to do, we'll grab our figure yet again, just pop out the front portion here and then the two back pieces. So that's 1 and 2. Then we'll grab our new chest piece and we're going to pop that on. So it's easy to start from the front versus doing it from the back. So we'll get the front in here, just peg in like so. On the back, we have some holes here. Keep this on focus and pop our right one and then our left one in. And that's it. And as you can see, Ultraman Gaia can move his arms a lot more freely now. So definitely very cool there. Next, we have our color timer. So the color timer here is very nice. And one thing you'll notice this time around, it is not a compound red. It is actually a translucent magenta. It's a very tiny piece. Kind of bear with me here. I have huge hands. We'll zoom in some. As you can see, that is actually a translucent magenta there. So very nice. We have the gold. To attach this, all we do is simply peg it in to the chest. Now do be careful here. There is a certain way this goes in, so I'll try and get it in as best I can. See if we can get it in correctly on the first try, because it's not really obvious how it goes in. So we'll push it on or peg it in as best we can. Kind of bear with me. Get it in there. Let's see. I think, there we go. Got on the, well, no, not really. Get this around. What's going on here is you'll notice that this color timer here will actually rest in place. You'll kind of feel it once you have it in correctly. Right now, I'm pretty sure this is incorrect. We'll kind of give it one more try. If not, we'll kind of move past this. So spin it around here and see if that rests in place. And that looks like it might be it. You'll kind of feel once it sits in place properly, so just be aware of that. But still, very cool. So now time is running out for Ultraman Gaia. Pretty cool there. Next, we have the accessory stand piece, a very simple accessory that goes a long way with our figures. To attach this, we'll grab our figure yet again. All we have to do is pop out the panel here in the lower back, like so. Then grab the accessory stand piece and peg it in, following the pattern on the back. So push that in, and now we could put Ultraman Gaia in truly seamless jumping and flying poses. It's pretty cool. Next, we have our set of XIG fighters. So first up, we have our two red fighters, and these are our SG fighters here. And these are also known as Sky Gainors. And as you can see, these are very nicely sculpted and very nicely painted. We have the red, metallic silver. Also, we have the details for the missiles here. We have our boosters in the back. Very nicely done. And again, there are two of these. And on the bottom of each of the fighters, there are peg holes to attach these to Tamashii stands. So very nice there. Next, we have one SS fighter, also known as a Skysurfer here. So we have the blue, the metallic silver. We have our boosters here. Very nicely detailed and very nicely done here. Fantastic. Then finally, we have our EX fighter, also known as an Exciter. As you can see, very nicely sculpted and very nicely detailed here. Again, we have the boosters in the back. Absolutely fantastic. Very nicely done. These are some very cool accessories. Now, one thing that would have helped out with these is we added some extra panel lines to make these pop, but still, these are all very nicely done. Next, we have our effect parts. So first up, we have the Ogul Saber. So this is very nicely done. As you can see, at the bottom, it is surging with energy, and then throughout the blade, a very nice, vibrant, translucent blue. So definitely very cool here. Also, this is fairly flexible, so very nice. Now, this is for our Ultraman Gaia V2 figure, so let's grab him. So we have him over here, and all we have to do, I've pre-removed the fist here, is simply peg it in like swapping on another hand. Now, in the instructions, it says to tilt the ball joint peg in this manner and also backwards, because this pegs in kind of at an angle, as you can see. So once you put it in, this goes in at an angle and the ball joint peg should be at an angle. Once it's on, it's completely straight. It's kind of strange, but just kind of go with me here. So push that on as best we can. And now, Ultraman Gaia V2 can slash his foes. So that is definitely very cool. Very nicely done there. Next, we have our Photon Edge effect part. Now, this is absolutely fantastic. A very nice thick accessory, as you can see, an amazing sculpt, and a very nice gradient of magenta going on here, surging with energy. So pretty cool there. Now, how this attaches, it simply slots on Ultraman Gaia's head. So we'll grab him. All you have to do, you'll notice there's some grooves here in the center. So simply slot it on like so, and that's it, and it stays in there pretty well. And one thing I like about this as well is it's not so top heavy like with Ultraman Gaia V2 that it makes the figure topple over. So pretty cool there. Very nicely done and definitely very effective. And finally, we have our Quantum Stream effect part, and this is absolutely fantastic. You see, surging with energy, a very nice vibrant orange. Definitely very cool here. Very nicely done. And yes, this is the same effect part that came with Ultraman Gaia V2, but still, it's great to have this awesome effect part yet again. So very nicely done there. Now, how this all attaches, there is a special hand just for this, which is right here, just like with Ultraman Gaia V2. So kind of keep this all in focus here, and it has pegs on the end. So to set this all up, we'll grab our figure here. Let's get the Photon Edge out of here. Grab this, pop this off, grab our specialty hand here, and pop that on, whoops, like so, as best we possibly can. Kind of bear with me here. And I think that's on there pretty good, so we have that like that. And then for the effect part here, you'll notice at the top, there's a slot here for that specialty hand. As you can see, it's right up here. So grab our figure. Let's set it all up here, and then just simply push that in, and the forearm will kind of slide in there as well. And whoops, it's not in there all the way, but it's kind of hard to push in, but once it's in, it's a very firm connection. So just bear with me here. Again, I think that's it. But now we get the gist. So now we can finish off our foes if this would actually stay in. Kind of zoom out some. Let's try that one more time. So again, put it into the slot here at the top and push that in as best we possibly can. And it should stay. And nope, it's not going to stay, but still. We all get the gist here. This is absolutely fantastic. So, now let's take a moment to back up and put Ultraman Gaia in a truly seamless flying pose.
Now we have Ultraman Gaia in a seamless flying pose and it looks absolutely fantastic. Thanks to our accessory stand piece, we can now put Ultraman Gaia in truly seamless jumping and flying poses. Now that we have the accessories out of the way, let's go ahead and take a look at the Ultraman Gaia figure itself.
Ultraman Gaia has a fantastic sculpt, fantastic pan applications, and a fantastic range of articulation. Now the first thing to note, I currently have the alternate chest piece attached to better showcase the articulation. Now that that's out of the way, let's go ahead and start with the head. We can look up, down, left, right. The shoulders have a nice range of rotation. They can also rotate a full 360. The arms come up 90 degrees with an entire arm swivel. We have very nice double jointed elbows. The fists are on ball joints so we can tilt spin these freely. In the upper chest, we can lean forwards, backwards, twist side to side, lean side to side. For the waist, we can lean forwards, backwards, twist side to side, lean side to side. The legs kick forward about this much initially, but if we pull on the hip joint here, we can get a very nice high kick. We have very nice double jointed knees. The feet can tilt and swivel, and finally, the toes are articulated. So we have a very nice, hyper-articulated Ultraman Gaia V1 figure, because as we all know, this is Ultraman Gaia's first version as he appeared in the show. Let's kind of zoom out some as you can see. In terms of sculpted paint apps, this figure is truly stunning. Let's start with the head. We'll zoom in pretty close. We have our metallic gold here at the top of the head. We have a very nice metallic silver paint app going on for the face itself. We have some pretty cool clear compound eyes. Definitely very cool. Moving down to the chest, we have our gold, red, and metallic silver. Very nicely done. And also, we have our translucent color timer. Now, this is done in a translucent blue. At times, it looks black, and as you can see, it's getting that blue tint to it, but still very nice. Moving down to the rest of the body, we have our red and metallic silver, and this very nice buff body sculpt here. This is absolutely fantastic and definitely very cool. And something else to note, I really do enjoy how shiny this metallic silver paint app is. It really reminds me of our Ultra Act Ultraman Noah figure, so it's pretty cool. And as we all know, our Ultraman Noah figure was very shiny. It's definitely very cool here. Very nicely done. Now that we have the Ultraman Gaia figure out of the way, let's go ahead and do some size comparisons. For size comparison, first up we have Ultraman Gaia with Ultraman Gaia V2 and Ultraman Gaia Supreme. All three figures look absolutely fantastic together and definitely very cool. As you can see, these figures are scaled very nice with one another. Very nicely done there. Next, let's grab two other Ultra Act figures, and those would be our Ultra Act Ultraman Dyna Flash type. Then we'll also grab our Ultra Act Ultraman Noah. And these figures look great together as well. Definitely very cool here. Very nice. And I'm being extra careful here with Ultraman Noah because as we all know if you saw the review, you do not want to let Noah fall on his back because otherwise these wings will snap off instantly. So do be mindful of that if you have this figure. Next, let's grab two figures from another figure line, and we have two robots here. So first up, we have our Super Robot Chogokin Anti-Gurren Lagann. Looks great with Ultraman Gaia, and also we'll grab our Robot Spirits Hero Man. A very interesting matchup, and definitely very cool as you can see. These look pretty cool together, so very nice there. And then finally, let's go ahead and throw in some kaiju. So we have our Ultra Act Golza, which is a huge figure. Try and keep Gaia up. And we'll also grab our SH Monster Arts Godzilla 2000. And as you can see, these figures look stunning together. And definitely very cool. Very nicely done here. Now that we have the size comparisons out of the way, let's go ahead and conclude this review.
To conclude the review, Ultra Act Ultraman Gaia and the XIG Fighter Set is another fantastic release in the Ultra Act line. Ultraman Gaia has a fantastic sculpt, fantastic pay applications, fantastic accessories, and a fantastic range of articulation. This figure is definitely very nice, very neat, and very cool. I highly recommend that everyone picks up this set. Now, do be aware, this release is a Tamashii Web Exclusive, so it does have the potential to be pricey. Also, be sure to check out the 1998 show Ultraman Gaia. It is absolutely fantastic. This has been another review by DiegoDoom. Thank you very much for watching, and please stay tuned for more figure reviews. Like, comment, and subscribe.